There's nothing wrong with being data-driven. You need data because if you can't measure it, you can't control it. I think the issue is, what are you measuring? How are you measuring? And what is part of your balanced scorecard, if you will, right? And the biggest complaint about businesses these days is corporate social responsibility. Biggest complaint these days is, hey, you're shortchanging, let's say, the workers, or you're shortchanging the community. And I think if you take a long-term perspective, all these entities can be taken into consideration in your balanced scorecard. The biggest problem, I think, with American businesses is a short-term focus. The quarterly profit, the Wall Street stock prices going up and down with every single itty-bitty piece of news. So we have to get our corporate executives out of this short-term focus. And the only way that can happen is if the corporation embarks on a long-term focus and the executives are just there to support that vision, to further that vision, to execute that vision in the duration they are executives in there. So the way we want it, the way I want it, is, hey, the company is going this way, and the executives over here are just there to manage the company this way. So you need that kind of corporate culture. Because who would argue that workers are not important in an organization? Having a good workforce, having a positive workforce where people are exhibiting positive organizational citizenship behaviors have to be good for an organization. The reason why workers might get shortchanged is because of the short-term focus, that I want to make quick bucks for the company, get my bonuses, appease Wall Street. So it's not so much being data-driven as much as being short-term that is the problem. Data-driven is good because you could even measure how good are you as a corporation in terms of social responsibility. You could even measure how good are you in terms of keeping your workers happy, and that's data-driven, right? You've got that as data. So data needs to be there, but you have to be very careful about what all you're measuring and how you're measuring. And what I'm suggesting, and I guess what you are wanting to happen, is that corporations now start measuring all these other activities and then say that, hey, my profits are this much, but I've also done these other good things which are going to be good for long-term profits. Because now with the social media and the internet, etc., groups are forming that are keeping corporations on their toes. So they are realizing that you can't build good brands by messing some stakeholder up totally, whether they are workers or vendors or whatever else.